Three teens was accused of shooting up a casket at a funeral in Toledo, Ohio. Now, they ranged from the age of 17 and 18. And it was Lorenzo Taylor's funeral where Keith Hobbs, Kayvon Jones, and Lupe Hernandez was the ones who had came through and shut up the funeral. They was indicted Thursday, which I'm going to show you guys the article, a little bit more detail about what's going on. But they did get out on a $90,000 bond. Now, I don't know if that's $90,000 each, or if they saying $90,000 total, but you just got to be a real bad person to go do something like that. I mean, the world we about to live in, I just hope, the world we do live in, I just hope and how it's going to be, everybody out there just be safe. So, in the beginning of the year, definitely with these new laws, in Tennessee, a person will be required to pay child support if you kill a parent while drinking and driving. And I think this is something that should be worldwide, but I don't understand how they're going to pass something like this, just for the simple fact. Most people who do the drinking and driving, they usually go to prison, jail, wherever they end up. So I don't know how they'll be able to pay child support or et cetera, but I'm pretty sure they have figured out a plan or some way in Tennessee where they can get those assets to the child if needed. Because they put it in the law, so I'm just saying, this is something that should be worldwide. Well, as we get into a crazy 911 story, I just hope you guys see I am doing better. I ain't cursing as much for the ones that's been rocking with me. I ain't been cursing as much. I'm getting better. But I love you guys. I appreciate you for writing out my wrongs. Cursing is something I am working on. But this 911 call we about to get into. Y'all hear? She said my baby's father chopped my baby and she got chopped in the head. All this crazy stuff that's going on. So we about to see exactly what this 911 call is all about. But if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Come on now. And you'll be helping me out. Like and comment down below. I appreciate the feedback, whether if it's good or positive, or if it's bad and negative. Let's get it.
They said she said her baby father chop up our daughter. Come. How old is the daughter? Could you please send somebody right now?
Okay. In February 2020, a mother begged a 911 dispatcher to send help when her two daughters were attacked by one of the children's fathers with a machete at their Florida home. 47-year-old Dennis Reed also assaulted the caller, but she escaped unharmed.
Hey, ma'am. What happened? I don't know. I just in the shower and I heard my kids start crying out. I want to come down. My daughter said my baby father. Okay, ma'am. Did I explain? He left. Please. Who did what to whom? Are you sending somebody right now?
Ma'am?
I'm on my way, ma'am.
What happened?
I don't know if they got shot or what.
How many people are hurt?
My two children!
How old are they? Ma'am, don't yell. I know you're excited.
One is 11. Please just send somebody. One of them almost passed away. Passed out already.
Okay,
Please.
how were they injured? How were they injured?
They're injured very bad. One is chopped in the neck and one is chopped in the face. I don't know if it's gunshot. I don't know what it is.
Okay, who did this? Who did this? Who did it?
My kid's father.
Okay.
My kid's father, ma'am.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me he done chopped his kids up? You know what I'm saying? With a machete, a knife, a blade, whatever. He done physically bodily harm to his children, to human flesh, to something he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Something he didn't produce, gave life to, shared the world with someone with. And this is how you treat it. Now, we about to listen to the details, and I ain't gonna stop until it's done.
Okay, and where did he go? What type of car is he in?
I don't know where he left. I don't know where he went, ma'am.
Do you know what type of car he drives?
In her hand. She's chopped on her head too. Please.
Listen to me for a minute. Ma'am, the police and the paramedics are on the way. Okay. I need you to go back to the children and let me know if they are conscious and breathing.
Yeah, they're conscious, but my daughter said she can't feel her hands.
Okay, your daughter is conscious. What about your son?
No, it's both my girls. Ma'am, my daughter is chopped in the head, ma'am.
Okay, which one is that? The 17-year-old or the 11-year-old?
The 17-year-old, ma'am.
Okay, and the 11-year-old?
The 11-year-old is chopped in the neck.
Okay.
Sorry, baby, I'm coming. Oh, my God.
Okay. Were your children shot with a gun or cut with something?
Ma'am, I don't know. She said she just woke up and saw him in front of her, ma'am. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was if it was a gun or a machete, ma'am.
Okay, you don't know if it was a gun or a machete. Okay.
No, I'm not sure, but it looked like she was cut.
Go to your children so we can see if we can help them with the bleeding.
Oh my God! My mom said it was a machete because he pulled the machete after her.
Okay, so he tried to also attack your mom?
She's in her. Yeah, he tried to attack my mom too.
Okay.
You okay, baby? Stay with me, please. Stay with me. Stay with mommy. You hear me? Stay with mommy.
Reed had reportedly been making several attempts to reconcile and mend his relationship with his ex-wife prior to the day of the attack. According to the police, Reed had arrived early that morning to look after the girls while his ex-wife prepared to fly to Jamaica. Allegedly, Reed had discovered that his ex-wife had remarried a man living in Jamaica, and it is speculated that this is what triggered his attack. The police report says that when Reed arrived at the home early that Friday morning, his ex-wife had been in the shower. Reed then supposedly picked up the machete and attacked his 10-year-old daughter and 17-year-old stepdaughter. Their mother heard the screams and ran downstairs, where he allegedly threatened her before running and tossing the machete into the yard next door and fleeing the scene. Her 7-year-old witnessed the attack but was also unharmed. It is unknown whether he brought the machete with him or if he found it at the home. Dennis Anthony Reed faces 2 counts of aggravated child abuse and 2 counts of attempted murder for the attack.
So you mean to tell me this coward was upset that his kid's mother got married and was about to go out of town on vacation? Now when my daughter, mom, want to go out, go on a date, whatever, I usually don't do nothing on the weekend, so I'm always with my kids, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even up here trying to hurt my daughter or none of that, because she out there enjoying her life. Evidently things with us didn't work out. We co-parenting the best that we can, and you know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do, take care of my responsibility the best as I can, and she be the best mother that she can be. We ain't out here getting at each other because we're in a relationship or, you know what I'm saying, dating someone or whatever we decide to do in our personal life. But this stuff right here, this is a coward for real.
The suspect in the Idaho killings appeared at a court hearing in Pennsylvania today. He's expected to be brought back to Idaho and will face trial there.
Idaho does not release their probable cause affidavit in support of their arrest warrant until after their defendant is returned to that state. I definitely believe that one of the main reasons the defendant chose to waive extradition and hurry his return back to Idaho was the need to know what was in those documents. So that's a significant development.
He's charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. His family is shocked by his arrest and say they'll continue to support him. The 28-year-old did not fight extradition and is cooperating with police. Cops haven't yet released what they think his motive was or his connection to the 4 college students, but the victims' families are now focused on the legal battle ahead.
Our next mission is really to find justice and make sure that we have a closing chapter that meets the expectations of all the families.
Dang, I wonder what they have on this guy and what was his motive on why he decided to take 4 innocent people's lives as well as his own. Now, I'm not saying that he's the guy, but if they got him the way they got him, they must got some hard evidence stating that they know he was the one who had murdered these 4 kids, you know what I'm saying, college student. This is still ongoing, and I'll try to keep y'all updated as much as possible.
Families.
Just 2 hours before the ball drop on New Year's Eve, a man in New York attacked 3 cops with a machete. This 19-year-old was just blocks away from Times Square when he hit a cop in the head with the blade. Then he hit 2 more officers before one shot him in the shoulder.
They shot right in front of us. Yeah, it was crazy. It was madness.
All 3 cops involved were taken to the hospital but are now out and doing okay. He's in custody and charged with attempted murder. Cops say he expressed pro-jihadist statements from his hospital bed, and terrorist-related propaganda was found in his backpack. A diary also belonging to him showed that he may have prepared to die during the incident. Federal agents recently interviewed him after a relative flagged that he shared support for militant extremism. Officers now have a warrant to search his family's home in Maine, and they're investigating.
Now, another case, sad to hear that, this happened on New Year's. A lot of people was down in Times Square, rest in peace to the officers we don't have here with us, as well as the ones that got hurt. Hope they, pull through, make a speedy recovery. But this is just another sign of mental illness. Now, this kid lost his father, great student in school, lost his father, and I think that's what happened to him. He pretty much turned and started researching and got into involved with some bad people, and they influenced him to do some bad stuff. Now, like I said, mental health is so serious right now. A lot of people is going through it, and again, it's just sad to see that so many lives get taken from it.